RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill.
We get ready for the start of the ball game. Marion traveling about 110 miles to Highland. Marquette about half that distance, maybe about 40, 45 miles to Highland, Illinois. The tip won by Marquette. At 7 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Marquette basketball. Jordan Harris has it on the right wing. Man-to-man defense for the Wildcats right now as Carson Cash goes out to guard Harris. Now the give is into the right corner to 25. Max Gopel has it. Good D for the Wildcats to start in the first 30 seconds. Peter ball, long three. Short, no good, and here comes Jackson with the ball. Mo Jackson into the lane. Finger roll. It didn't roll in for him, and each team with a missed shot. 0-0, about a minute into the game. Harris to the baseline. Jordan Harris hands the ball off. It went right by Gopel, but Lavender there to scoop it up.
Jackson not big, but not shy about going right into the lane, is he?
And he'll do it every time if you let him. You got to watch him, whether you're in the zone or the man-to-man. And now Lavender goes up for a shot, and he's fouled by Brant Hill. 6'4" senior got him on the arm, and Hill will pick up our first foul of the game. And the time, 6:57 to go, first quarter. And it's going to be 3 shots for Lavender as they fouled him outside the right arc, right side over there. And Lavender will sink the first free throw a minute into the game. And he'll have 2 more here at Highland Gymnasium. Second free throw off the back iron, no good. Now a third free throw coming up. 1-0 Marquette. Lavender going to shoot his third free throw, and it goes in, rolls in for him, 2 out of 3, and the Explorers on the board with a couple of free throws. And here comes Jackson the other way, the junior point guard. Swings it to Hill on the right wing. Shane Hawkins calling for a play here, and so is the point guard Jackson. Gives it off to Hill again, top of the key. Now Jackson left side, looking inside for Carson Cash right now. But instead, Jackson will swing it again.
Looks like the Explorers just going to open up in a 1-3-1 zone.
3 ball is good. Jackson shoots it over Peter ball. Jackson at the top of the key with a 3.
Not supposed to get that shot in a 1-3-1 zone, I don't think.
Shot it right over the top of the zone, and the 3 ball goes for Jackson as they passed it around for a little while, and then the 3 ball went up and in. 3-2, Marion with the lead. First quarter, Gopel into the lane, rolls it in left side. Thought he might have taken an extra step, but Gopel for 2.
Nice move by Gopel, and it'll be nice for the Explorers if some of the other players besides Lavender can get hot offensively and take a little of the burden off.
Jackson for 3 again, left side, nope, but tipped out by the Wildcats. And number 11, Brant Hill hit it last. Marquette ball, they're up 4-3. 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. Pretty good sized crowd here. On the far side, it's the blue and gold of Marion. Their crowd making their way from southern Illinois. Right off of Interstate 57, Marion. Marquette fans here on the near side. We have a foul away from the ball. Jordan Harris with an illegal screen. Number 11 will pick up the first Marquette foul. Down near the block here on the near side, and it's going to be Marion ball, 4-3 Marquette. The Explorers, the home team on the scoreboard for Coach Steve Medford. And Marquette, Coach Medford in his 4th year as head coach for Marquette. Here's Hill giving the ball at the high post. Now it goes to the wing, down to the block, shot missed, may have been partially deflected there Back the other way comes Marquette. Lavender for three, and it's good. Left side tray for Dion Lavender. 3 ball for each team, and it's 7-3. Marquette with an early lead. It goes to the wing here for the Wildcats. Brant Hill has it. Left elbow. His shot is up and in. 2-pointer for the senior Brant Hill.
Both teams shooting the ball fairly well here in the early going, considering this is a new gymnasium for them and a new look.
Into the lane, Lavender rolls it in as he got to the front of the rim in the middle of the lane for 2 more points.
You know, when the basket's sitting right in front of your eyes, it's a pretty easy look.
Well, when you can sky like Dion Lavender, it's a good look there, that deep. 9-5 Marquette, baseline, Marion basketball. They get it into the lane. Glass, no good. A shot missed there by number 40, Carson Cash. Lavender back the other way. Shakes and bakes around Jackson, rolls it in and out. Short jumper missed as it rattles out, and the rebound is Manfredo to Jackson. Into the lane, almost got the roll, and he was fouled as he hangs in the air for a while.
I think that foul is going to be on Fisher. That'll be his first.
Slicing and dicing in the lane again is Mo Jackson. 5'7" junior. Where's number 1? 9-5 midway through the first quarter here. Live at Highland, the 3A sectional semis, and Jackson hits the free throw. He's got 4 points. Another free throw coming. Lavender on the other side with 7 points early for the Explorers. 9-6, Marquette with a lead. Here in the spacious gymnasium at Highland, Illinois. Jackson hits 2 for 2. And he makes it a 2-point game, 9-7 Marquette. The Explorers a record of 22-6. They've won 10 games in a row. Peterball, baseline shot, no. Jackson with a rebound though, and the point guard for Marion will slow it up.
That's 2 misses now for Peterball outside the arc, and probably would have liked to see a little more patience, move that ball around a bit before they put that long shot up.
Baseline, right down the baseline, an easy layup for Dozier. Robbie Dozier got the baseline there for 2. His first 2 points tie the game at 9-9. Pass goes down to Fisher, now out to Gopel, top of the key, 3 off the rim. Gopel had a good look. Back come the Wildcats in a 9-9 ball game. Down the baseline again, inside, layup is missed, tipped around and grabbed underneath there, and it's another layup, and it goes in for Carson Cash. Timeout, Marquette with 2:47 to go. Marion on a run here. They lead it 11-9. Carson Cash will pick up his first 2. 4 different Wildcats have scored, and there's 2:47 to go here in the first quarter as we'll keep it here in Highland, Illinois. Marquette with an early lead. Now it's the Wildcats by 2.
And it appears that the strategy offensively for the Wildcats is to get that ball in the corner and work that baseline. They found something in Marquette's defense. That baseline drive has been open, and then good persistence that time. The putback was no good. They got a third offensive opportunity and made the basket that gave them the lead. Marquette needs to do a better job first on defense down there, and then making sure that they block people out and get those rebounds. You can't afford to give 3 chances.
Each team has some 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" players on the roster, but Marion maybe a little more width and some wide bodies in there for Marion, and they were able to grab a couple of rebounds. Cash with 2, Hill with 2. They're both seniors. Dozier, a 6'3" junior, with 2, and the point guard Mo Jackson with 5. And it's 11-9 now. Marion takes a 2-point lead. Marquette with the basketball going the other way. Cahokia coaching staff here scouting tonight's game because they play the winner Friday. Peterball, extra step into the lane as he picked it up and picked up 2 or 3 steps with a travel. Cahokia beating Centralia last night by a score of 54-45. Again, Centralia had a lead in that game in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth. Down to the corner it goes. Jumper is missed. A 3-ball. Back the other way comes Jordan Harris. Marquette ball in a 2-point game. Harris underneath, finger roll, no good. Got his own rebound and then fouled as he was slapped on the arm there by number 10 on the baseline, Robbie Dozier.
Harris with a nice move on the baseline, missed the first shot, but was persistent, got the rebound, got a second chance, drew the foul. Looks like we're about to have Colton Carter going to check in for Marion.
Free throw, Harris short. Didn't get it over the front of the rim there as he missed the first one.
That one was really flat, wasn't it?
Colton Carter, 5'9" senior into the game. Handful of seniors on the roster for Marion. 5 seniors for Marquette on their roster too. Here's Harris hitting the second free throw. It's 11-10 now, 1-point game. Marion with the lead and the ball. 2 minutes to go. First quarter. The Wildcats have the basketball on the right wing. Now left wing, Mo Jackson with the ball again. He wears number 1. Gives it up top to Dozier. Now with 1:45, they work it around the arc here. Jackson left side. Into the corner it goes to Brant Hill. Hill, skip pass. Out to the top, it's Carter. Into the game now, number 2, Colton Carter. Now Jackson fires the 3, and it's good as he was left open.
Boy, he is open. Peter Ball's got to come up and close the gap there. Way too much room for him to shoot.
It doesn't really look like he wants the shot. And then all of a sudden, he almost like a set shot, he puts it up and in, and now Peter Ball going to the locker room. I thought it was a contact lens.
I think it might be a contact lens, and that might explain why he had backed off on defense.
Maybe so, as he goes to the Marquette locker room, and they look on the floor for that contact lens maybe here.
It looked like he might have actually been carrying it in his hand as he headed for the exit.
E.J. Gayden will come in for him now, another senior, 5'8" guard for Marquette. And it's Marquette ball, 14-11 after that 3-ball by Marion in their 30th game of the year. Marquette in their 29th game of the year. The Highland 3A sectional tonight. Out to the top, Seebacher is into the game too. Ben Seebacher, the big sophomore. Here's Gopel. Gopel, tall, lanky player, man-to-man D for Marion here.
Explorers having trouble here the last few times down the floor getting the ball into Lavender's hands.
Gopel misses a 3 in the corner, tipped out of bounds by Carson Cash. And off of his fingertips, out of bounds it goes, and it's going to be Marquette ball. Lavender's going to throw it in.
Cash and one of his own players both fought for that, and that's why it went out of bounds.
50 seconds to go, first quarter, as Harris has the basketball to Gayden. Now to the wing it goes. Gopel out to Harris for 3, and they miss another one. Explorers missing some shots from the arc. Peter Ball, Harris, and Gopel all with missed shots. Back the other way, they'll wait for the last shot. Marion with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lead this game over Marquette in Highland, 14-10. And the Marion fans on the far side with a standing ovation for their team right now, holding at midcourt for the last shot. 10 seconds to go, first quarter. Mo Jackson with the basketball, driving on Gayden. Now he'll dump it to the corner, stolen away by Lavender. He needs to hurry, finger roll, glass, no good. He missed it on a running jumper, no good. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter with Marion hanging on to a 14-10 lead over Marquette. Back in Highland in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sport.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Marquette and Marion after one quarter here at the Highland 3A sectional semifinal game. It's right now Marion with the lead and the ball to start the second quarter. It's 14-10, the Wildcats over the Explorers. Left side it goes, now into the corner it goes. The Wildcats working the offense here. Robbie Dozier gives to Mo Jackson. Now to the corner, tipped out by Lavender on the wing there on this 1-3-1 zone defense. But in a 1-3-1, that back man has been left all alone under the basket, and they've had some drives down the baseline. And right now that back defender is Gopel. Seebacher having to play up near the free throw line against their big man, Carson Cash, 6'5" senior. Now Jackson gives to Hill, free throw line, missed it off the front iron. Ben Seebacher with the Marquette rebound. Explorers down by 4, 7:15 to go. First half, second quarter action. Jordan Harris to Dion Lavender, left corner three, nope. Jackson had it knocked out of his hands from behind by Gayden. No foul, but it goes out of bounds, Marion ball.
No, earlier it had been Lavender bringing the ball down and dishing off the passes. It looks like Marquette now is having Harris bring the ball down, maybe in an attempt to be able to spring Lavender with some open shots. He did get one that time, but it was from quite a ways out.
Colton Carter gives into the corner. Now Hill whips it around to Jackson. He's fouled by Seebacher on the baseline as, again, Marion works to the baseline. Seebacher with a foul.
That's the third team foul against Marquette.
2 team fouls for the blue and gold of Marion, Illinois. Into the lane it goes. Nice inbounds play, and a layup for Dozier is good. He's got 4.
Explorers kind of fell asleep on that inbounds play. That was too easy.
6-point game. Biggest lead for either team now, 16-10. Marquette ball. Lavender has it near the three-point line. Top of the key now. Keeps the dribble down to Gayden, fires it up and in as he was left alone underneath. Gayden for 2, his first 2 of the ball game.
Almost looked like that the Wildcats defense kind of mesmerized that time by Lavender.
3 in the right side corner. It's good. Colton Carter, number 2, with a 3. So they've hit some shots from the arc now and lead it 19-12 over Marquette. Underneath, Seebacher, double team, leans in, no foul as bodies go flying to the floor. Seebacher puts it in.
I think if anything, that would have been a defensive foul. Marion wanted a charge, but probably a good no call, just a 50-50 call there.
Right underneath the basket, baseline move, and Seebacher gets called again as they break it out to the wing and then go down to the baseline, and Seebacher with another.
Explorers just about a step behind on defense, and it's causing them some fouls. Now we're going to have Fisher back into the game and Peterball back into the game.
So those 2 starters are in there with Lavender, Gopel, and Gayden stays in. 3 ball off the inbounds is an air ball there. It's missed by Dozier. Marquette the other way, trailing 19-14. Marion with the lead, second quarter. Live from Highland, and after the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. During our post-game tonight, our player of the game headed your way. Here's Fisher with it, hands off to Lavender, double team. Now Stephen Peterball with it with 5 minutes to go till halftime. Peterball and Jackson battle out there. Now Fisher to Gayden. Gayden out to Lavender. Long 3 is missed. Rebound, Gopel under there. He'll put it up and in over the front of the rim for Gopel.
Gopel with 4 now, and he was there to corral the rebound and get the putback. The lead down to 3.
19-16. Jackson to the wing. Back out to Mo Jackson now as he'll get a ball screen and send it to the top of the key to his teammate, number 11, Brant Hill. Now it's Dozier on the wing. Down into the corner. Now they feed it to the block. Double team, so they kick it out. Underneath, layup, left hand, good. Dozier right down the middle of the lane. He's got 3 buckets.
Nice move that time by Dozier as he went with the left hand.
Once the double team came, they went to the open man. Lavender's going to drive in, lean in. That's a charge. As taking the charge is number 40, Carson Cash. It was already a double team, and then a third defender came, and Lavender still went charging through.
Yeah, that time it looks like Marquette panicking just a little bit, and Lavender trying to do a little more than necessary here. They've got to get everybody involved. He really hasn't had that many good looks.
Good defense, and here in the lane, a short jumper is good. Brant Hill, some good looks in the lane and around the lane for the Wildcats, who lead this game by 7 again, 23-16, second quarter. Gayden gives to Peterball. He'll drive the baseline. Finger roll, running shot, no. Gayden will follow it. He missed it near the front of the rim, and now it's Marion basketball. The Wildcats, a record of 15-14. Good passing inside. Tic-tac-toe. Carson Cash with a bucket. Timeout, Marquette. And the Wildcats are tearing up the Marquette defense right now. 25-16 our score. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached MegaBank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you Kasasa?
For each team, you can give me that chore. Right now, there's one. His shot is blocked underneath. Marquette coming back. Gayden gives to Lavender. Lavender travels as he makes an extra move at the three-point line. Sloppy at both ends that time. Turnovers each way with 2:16 left here before halftime, and Marion with the basketball again.
Wildcats by 9, 2:12 to go as they bring it up the floor. Second quarter action. These two coaches fired up and pacing back and forth. Coach Medford, Coach Hawkins. Now the 2-minute mark till halftime. Brant Hill gives to Jackson. Now in the corner it goes. Left side, Colton Carter. A spark off the bench with another three. The 5'9" senior with a couple of trays. That's 4 threes for Marion. Underneath, it's Fisher from Lavender, and Fisher has an open layup. Good. Jake Fisher makes it 28-18 now. Marion with the lead. It's a 10-point lead. Out to the three-point line it goes. Jackson gives into the corner. They'll try another three, and it rolls in. And it's Carter again with the shooter's touch.
Well, Carter used the rim and the backboard and the other side of the rim before that one fell in.
31-18, their largest lead, and a steal. Mo Jackson blocked away by Lavender. And some chirping going on after the ball goes out of bounds, and Referees stopped that right away. It was blocked out. And Marion will throw it back in here. 57.7 remaining here in the second quarter.
Lavender does not have a point for Marquette in the second quarter. Hill has been guarding him one-on-one. He's going to set down now, but boy, has he played tough man-to-man defense on Lavender.
Mo Jackson driving in on Peterball, gives it to Carter. He almost fired another three in the air. He's got 3 of them off the bench. Here's Jackson. Gives it out to Carter again, and they'll hold it with a 13-point lead. Coach Shane Hawkins calling another play here. With 37 seconds to go, they spread the floor again.
Watch the backdoor cut.
Fisher all alone back there on the baseline under the basket, trying to guard Carson Cash and maybe some others. 20 seconds left. It's 31-18. Marion leading Marquette. The Highland 3A sectional semis. 10 seconds left. Jackson on the move. Top of the key, backs it up with 5. He's going to fire it up. He was fouled and hit the 3. No call on the foul, but the 3 goes for Jackson. 34-18. As that time Peterball closed in and knocked him to the ground, and he still hit a 3.
I'm surprised that didn't turn into a free throw afterwards. Everything going right for Marion here in the first half. They're hitting the 3s. They're getting open for easy layups against the Marquette defense with the passes through the zone. And Marquette's got to regroup here at halftime. They're trailing by 16.
A 20-8 second quarter, a 20-point quarter for the Wildcats, and they lead it 34-18 here at halftime. Marquette with some work to do when we come back in the second half in just a few minutes. Halftime, though, right around the corner here in Highland. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Let Auto Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
You get the scouting report, you see why everyone talks about Mo Jackson, though, the motor that makes this team go, offense and defense. Marquette ball, Peterball inside, missed the shot on a drive, rebound Marion to start the third quarter now. We're underway. 34-18, the Wildcats lead the Explorers here. Third quarter is underway. It's Marion basketball. Jackson has it. Gives the ball off to Carson Cash, now to Robbie Dozier. Dozier to Brant Hill. Everybody gets a touch. And Jackson looking underneath, gives to Dozier in the right corner. Underneath the basket it goes again. Carson Cash. Now a little turnaround in front of the rim. Rolls in for Robbie Dozier. He's got 8 points. 36-18. Marion has doubled them up. Marquette losing it. And back the other way, it's Marion again, slowing it down again. Inside, good cut underneath. Layup is missed. Wide open layup. And now we have a whistle and a foul. Going to be over the back, it looks like, on Carson Cash there of the Wildcats.
That was a delayed call. The official underneath the basket didn't call it, but Cash was definitely over the back. And the official out on the side court, near the half-court line, actually called that.
Marquette ball. Here's Lavender giving to Fisher. Peter ball cutting to the basket, but Fisher's going to hand it off to Jordan Harris. Harris into the lane, spinning and putting it up and in. Jordan Harris for two, his first field goal of the game. 36-20 our score. 18-point lead is knocked down to a 16-point lead with that bucket. And here is Brant Hill giving to Dozier. Looking for the point guard, Jackson, and it'll come out to Jackson now. He's got 11 points, 3 threes, and a couple of free throws. And Jackson not looking to drive at the moment, just staying out at that three-point line with Peter ball on him as Marquette has gone with the man-to-man defense. Underneath, good feed, reverse layup. It's good for Brant Hill. Hill with a bucket to make it 38-20 now. Lavender long three, right side, no good. Back the other way, Marion, and back the other way, it's a Marquette foul.
That'll be on Harris, that'll be his second. One team foul each now here in the second half.
Marion with the basketball. It's Mo Jackson. Where's number 1? Little 5'7" junior point guard, and he dribbles the basketball out near the center circle, near the Highland emblem, big red H at midcourt for the Highland Bulldogs here, the host of this sectional. Here's a handoff, good feed. Jackson hands the ball off. Cash gets his shot blocked away though. Harris the other way to Peter ball. Hands it off to Fisher, who missed the pass. Now it goes out to Lavender. Lavender's going to drive. Glass and good. Dion Lavender for two.
Lavender's first points for a while. And he got those with penetration, and maybe he's going to have to do that. He hasn't been able to get good looks from the outside.
38-22, Marion by 16. Largest lead was 18. A couple of times already here in the third quarter. 4:34 to go, third quarter. Marion's Jackson, top of the key. Good! Three ball as he steps back and hits another. 41-22 now, 19-point lead. Jackson has 14, 4 3-pointers. 7 threes in the game. Harris, glass, no good on the turnaround. Rebound, Marion basketball. Wildcats slowly up the floor here. Carter has 9, Dozier with 8, Jackson with 14. Right side it goes to Brant Hill. He's got 6. Now Dozier to Jackson. Out to Hill. Over to Dozier again. 3:43 to go. Third quarter. Out to the top. Jackson backs it up near midcourt. Here's Jackson on the drive. Jordan Harris has him. 3:30 to go as he kicks it to the three-point line. Hill with a 3. It's good. Brant Hill with a tray, and those threes are falling for the Wildcats. Timeout, Marion.
And 12 passes before they shot the 3. You talk about patience on offense. They lead now. They've doubled up Marquette, 44-22. And there's only 3:25 left in the third quarter, and it seems like we just started the third quarter. There haven't been that many possessions.
Nope.
And every time down the floor, they're just taking time off the clock, getting a good shot. And the difference is they're hot. They're making their shots.
Boy, I'm not sure if they shoot threes like this normally during the regular season in the South 7 Conference against Carbondale and Centralia and Cahokia. They're going to play Cahokia maybe Friday night if they can hold on to this big lead, and it would be a South 7 Conference battle for the sectional title. We'll see. Marquette needs a big comeback. Here's Lavender. And to the right elbow on a shake and bake move there. He was fouled by Brant Hill, his second foul. Just 4 fouls on Marion in the entire ball game, and only 6 fouls for Marquette in the ball game. The give is to Lavender. He's at the three-point line, and he fires good. Way out there with a 3 ball for number 5. He's got 5 in the quarter, 12 in the game. That's the second 3 for Marquette, both for Lavender. So it's 44-25. Jackson hands it off. Layup for Dozier goes in. He's in double figures.
Jackson pulls the defense to him and then dishes it off. Here's a missed 3.
46-25, and here they come again. Marion with the big lead.
Let's see how much time they run off this time.
They get the ball with about 2:45 to go. Now we're down to 2:30 remaining, third quarter. Leading 46-25 here. Jackson kicks it out. Into the game, it's Colton Carter again. Watch out for him at the three-point line. Here is Carter, gives to Hill. Back to Carter in the right corner. And the passes keep coming for Marion here around the three-point line. Mo Jackson dribbles between the circles, guarded by E.J. Gayden. Now Carter to Jackson to Dozier. 21-point lead, third quarter. Wildcats a record of 15-14 on the year.
They've taken a full minute off the clock, and the next pass will be the 20th touch.
Free throw line. They fake a jumper, and into the lane it goes. Shot missed. Tipped up. No good by Hill. Rebound Fisher. Marquette ball. Jacob Fisher to Dion Lavender. Foul and 1. Lavender's going to go for a three-point play, it looks like. The basket is going to count.
I think the foul is going to be on Jackson. That'll be his first.
Lavender's going to get 2 more points, maybe 3, as he goes to the free throw line in a 46-27 ball game.
Aguirre checks in for Harris for the Explorers.
Trey Aguirre, number 13. Free throw missed. 46-27 our score. At halftime it was 34-18, and Marion bumped that lead up over 20. 22 points at one time at 44-22. It's 46-27 now as Marion holds near midcourt. They may wait for the last shot of the third quarter. 1 minute to go, third period.
Marquette in a tough spot. They don't want to come out and play defense and open up those passing lanes, but at the same time, they can't really afford to let the clock run like that.
Here's a travel, though, on Robbie Dozier out near the three-point line as he was looking for Hill under the basket. And Ben Seebacher is going to check in, and that means Manfredo's going to come back in for Marion. They both put in their 6'5" players. Seebacher for Marquette, Manfredo for Marion. Marion with 52.5 seconds left in the third quarter, leading by 19. 46-27. Here is Gopal out to Lavender. Now 40 seconds left. Lavender out near the volleyball line. Skip pass to Gopal. Gopal's going to back it up with 30 seconds to go. Here's Aguirre to Gayden. Dumps it to Lavender on the block. Lavender forces it up and it goes in. Lavender with 9 in the quarter. 9 of their 11 points. It's 46-29 now. And here's Jackson with it. 5 seconds left. He fires a 3. It's good. Mo Jackson backs up. He hits another 3, and he's got 5 trays in the game.
I don't know how you stop that. Aguirre had a hand in his face, and he hit it anyway. And he was a good 2 feet beyond the arc.
49-29 after 3 quarters. It's a 20-point lead for the Cats over the Explorers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
17 points. He has 5 threes in the game, and he runs the offense and plays great defense too, by the way. And he has the basketball here, guarded by Lavender now. They're going to put Lavender on Jackson.
That's tough because Lavender could be prone to pick up fouls if he has to try to guard that quick little point guard, and if he starts penetrating.
Lavender's going to do a lot of running on defense now, using those legs. And Jackson here into the lane, hands it off. Manfredo, little hook shot, good. He hits a bucket underneath.
When you got a guy with that body size hitting a little jump hook, you know everything's going right for you.
6'5", wide body, hits the little hook, and it's good.
And you hit the floor, and they're out there wiping up the perspiration. They might be checking for a dent.
That's true, as he went crashing to the floor after a bucket. 51-29 our score now. Marion in control here, and they are 7 minutes away from playing Cahokia Friday night.
Hope that's hardwood floor. That's Pergo. We might be in trouble.
That's not softwood, I guess. Here's Lavender with it. Fires a long three. It's way short. Rebound, Wildcats. Mo Jackson has it. And the 5'7" point guard will be guarded by the 6'4" Dion Lavender again. 5'7" against 6'4". Here's Jackson giving to Carter. Back out to Dozier now. It's a 22-point lead. Last night's game a lot closer here in Highland. Here's a timeout for Marion as they have the basketball, leading 51-29 over Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Welcome back to Highland, Illinois for more playoff basketball as we bring you Marquette and Marion, the Explorers. 10 wins in a row coming into this game. They haven't lost since the end of January, and that was at the Jerseyville tournament when they fell to Cahokia, but Marion doing everything right tonight, especially those 9 3-pointers.
And they're going into the 4 corners now.
Basically they are, and really the whole second half they've run a lot of clock, but now they run even more clock. 6:30 to go in the game. Jackson with it, and they got the right point guard to be able to do something like that too. Dozier is fouled as Marquette may try to get into the bonus here and put him at the line. I don't know if that's going to help much though.
Well, they've still got a lot of fouls to give before they can even get to that point. That one's on Gaden. That'll be his first.
Second team foul is all for Marquette.
Yeah, and Hill's going to check back in. So is Harris. Seebacher's going to take a rest.
So it's for Marquette, Gaden, Harris, Gopel, Aguirre, and Lavender. For Coach Steve Medford and Marquette, a record of 22-6 on the year. 6:15 to go in the game. Centralia losing to Cahokia last night in a South 7 playoff battle. South 7 Conference, Marion winning tonight so far after their big upset last week over conference champion Carbondale.
Well, a tough break for Explorers there. They got a turnover under the basket, playing good defense. It went right through two of the Explorers players' legs, right to one of the Wildcats.
Marquette having to take a lot of chances now, and it may result in some layups or some fouls. And here's Aguirre with a Marquette foul as they are running all over the floor trying to get in the passing lanes, maybe make a steal, cause a turnover. But we're down to 5:42 to go in the game.
If things stay like it is, it sets up an interesting matchup for the championship game of this sectional. You've got Cahokia that likes to run, and now 5-second call is going to turn it over to Marquette. And then you've got the Marion team here that likes to be patient and find the open man. That could be quite a contrast of styles.
As they meet again, and we've seen a lot of repeat matchups in the playoffs. Cahokia last night beating Centralia for the third time this year. Here's Lavender with a three ball. It's short, off the rim, no good. Long rebound comes out to Jordan Harris, though. Harris is going to drive for Marquette. Fadeaway, rattles in and out. Jackson has the Marion rebound. He is fouled under the basket.
That'll be number 2 on Aguirre.
And another 3-0 matchup this year. Last night, Edwardsville beating Belleville East for the third time this year. Edwardsville 3-0 against East. They throw it into Jackson, guarded by Lavender. Fouls him in the backcourt. Lavender didn't think he fouled him, but he basically tackled him, so that's foul number 2.
5 team fouls now, so a couple more, and at least the Wildcats will go to the free throw line. Bad news is that they're 2 for 2 unofficially from the free throw line.
Again, not many fouls in this game for either team until the last minute or two, and Marquette's had to gamble and double team, and here's a layup underneath. They pass it around and lay it up again, and it's Dozier for 2. A dozen for him, 9 for Hill, 17 for Jackson. Lavender, 16 points for Marquette. He drives to the baseline. Lavender fires it up and in, on the run for 2. He makes it 53-31. 24-point lead a moment ago. Now it's 22. And with 4:15 to go in the game, another Marquette foul. Jordan Harris's turn for a foul.
That'll be number 3. And Peterball is going to check back into the game for Harris.
6th team foul, too. And one more will put Marion at the line, leading by 22 points. Here's Jackson with it, guarded by Peterball. Mo Jackson drives around Peterball, who maybe had a little hand check foul there, but no call. Now it's Hill with it. Gives it off to Colton Carter. Carter dribbling the ball around 2 or 3 defenders. Back to Brant Hill, the senior. Now Mo Jackson fouled by Peterball. And Peterball's first foul, and that will send Mojo to the free throw line. Mo Jackson, that is. He's got some kind of motor. 17 points. Does not have a 2-point field goal in the game. He has free throws, 3 for 3. And he has 5 3-pointers, too.
Seebacher back into the lineup for Gayden.
54-31 score now, 23. Try to match their largest lead of 24 with this free throw. 3:49 to go, 4th quarter. Free throw, good. Jackson, 2 for 2. 19 for him, 18 for Lavender. Marquette's Dion Lavender has it near the 3-point line. Top of the key, fires it up. Back iron, no good. Knocked out by the Wildcats. Marquette ball, 3:38 to go. .22 wins for Alton Redbirds boys basketball. 22 wins for Marquette boys basketball on the season. Long winter basketball season may be coming to an end for the Riverbend tonight. 55-31. Here's Lavender with it. Backs it up into the corner. Gopel. Gopel left corner out to Peterball with 3:15 to go. Here's Aguirre with a drive, and he's fouled by a Wildcat there. It's like number 2, Colton Carter, will pick up the foul. 4th team foul for Marion.
Adam Newman checks in for the Wildcats. First time we've seen him. Carter will sit down.
Marquette basketball. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Marion, 3:05 to go in the game. And it is here in the 4th quarter, 8 o'clock. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 8 o'clock, live from Highland, the 3A sectional semis. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, it's morning basketball from Indianapolis on the Big Z as we have Illinois and Indiana. That's a 10:30 pregame show as Jackson turns it over. He throws it into the bleachers there at midcourt.
So he is human.
1 turnover. I don't know if he's made many more than that. Here's a near steal. Marion with the ball as they hustle and grab it, but now Peterball gets it back. Peterball hands it off. Gopel, good, and 1. And Gopel will go for a 3-point play. So give Max Gopel the bucket. 6 points for him. Hill with his 3rd foul. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Tomorrow morning, Illinois and Indiana. 10:30 for the pregame to start the Big Ten tournament. They'll tip it off at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning here on the Big Z. Back with more 4th quarter action from Highland here. It's Marion 55, Marquette 33. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining, and it looks like 2:28 remaining in the Marquette boys basketball season. 55-33 Marion, and they really bolted in front in the 2nd quarter. They led after 1 quarter 14-10, but that 2nd quarter is where they really jumped in front and distanced themselves between themselves and the Marquette Explorers tonight.
Well, and really even in the 3rd quarter, they added 4 more points to the lead in that quarter. And, now you're in the 4th quarter, and Marquette's only had 2 baskets from the field. I think the Explorers just kind of running out of gas.
3-point play, good by Gopel as he hits the free throw. 55-34. Here's Jackson with it. Gives it off to Hill. We're down to 2:15 to go. Here's a foul. Peterball and Seebacher were there. I think Stephen Peterball will pick up his 2nd foul. He will. More free throws for the Wildcats, and with 2:16 to go, Marquette 22 wins on the year, 22-6, and Marion misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Brant Hill could have had his 10th point there, but no good. Now it's Gopel into the right corner. Peterball has it. Peterball, top of the key, looking for Lavender, but goes to Seebacher on the right. Peterball 3, nope, missed. Marion with the rebound, and Brant Hill will come out of there with it to Dozier. Dozier. Back outside, looking for Mo Jackson. Everybody looking for a point guard, and going to give the ball to Jackson, but he's too well guarded right now. Now it'll go to Jackson with 1:35 to go in the game. Wildcats play keep away here. And the Wildcats fans with another standing ovation on the far side. Big crowd from Marion, Illinois. Jackson fouled. No, timeout. Marion.
Probably to clear the bench, I suspect.
Yep, they're going to clear the bench and get their starters out of there. And what a night for their starters. 9 for Carter. He came off the bench. Dozier with 12. Hill with 9. Cash with 4. And Jackson leading the way with 19 points. Just 1:22 to go. And again, Friday night, Marion and Cahokia. That'll be an interesting matchup, as you mentioned. And Cahokia flying high this year once again with 25 wins. They went to state last year, brought home a second-place trophy in 3A, trying to go to state again. Tomorrow morning, we have Illinois basketball, Illinois and Indiana, 10:30. The broadcast time, 11 o'clock, the tip-off tomorrow for Illinois basketball on the Big Z. Right now, Marquette with just 1:22 to go before they wrap up their season. And Marion did clear their bench. Marquette still has Seebacher and Aguirre out there. Gopel, Peterball, and Lavender. So some starters. 3 starters still out there for the Explorers, including Lavender. On the sidelines, out of bounds. And Lavender, of course, playing next year at SIU Carbondale, signing with the Salukis for next season. Averaging 25, 26 points a game in his senior year. And here is the ball knocked out of bounds with 1:16 to go in the game. But a Cinderella story for Marion. They'll be 16-14 on the year. In their 30th game, they will be 2 games over 500, and their playoff run will at least continue to Friday night against Cahokia. And Marion will throw it in again here, fourth quarter, with just over a minute to go in the game. As the Wildcats bring it up the floor. Coach Steve Medford going to go to his bench here and bring in a couple of players for the starters to get out of the game. And here's a pass thrown out of bounds, and here comes some Marquette players to come into the ball game for Peterball and Lavender and Seebacher and Gopel. Dion Lavender will check out for the final time as a Marquette Explorer here. 57.7 seconds to go in the game. Basketball belongs to Marquette here. E.J. Gayden back into the game. Out high it goes and knocked away. And another foul with 49.4 seconds left. Marion will pick up their 6th team foul.
Foul was on Malone, in case you're interested in
Thank
that.
you. Underneath, reverse layup is good, and one. Aguirre's going to go for a 3-point play for Marquette.
Pretty nice reverse layup move that time by Aguirre. You got to like a basketball player with a first name of Trey.
Trey Aguirre, number 13, at the free throw line after the foul there. Free throw, good. 3-point play is good. Only 8 points in the quarter, though, fourth quarter for Marquette. 55-37. Largest lead was 24. Inside, good, and one. And it's a bucket for Marion. Nick Malone, the senior, will get a try at a 3-point play. Big hand for him. So Malone with a bucket and a foul. And Malone's free throw is good. 58-37. 21-point lead. Marquette basketball. They throw it into Aguirre in the lane again, and he rolls it in with 20 seconds to go. Aguirre for two.
Aguirre says, what's so hard about this?
Looks pretty easy now. 10 seconds left. Marion 58-39 over Marquette. Explorers with a steal. 4 seconds left. 2 seconds left. That is going to be the ball game. Marion over Marquette here at the Highland 3A Sectional Semifinals. 58-39. Marion moves on. Marquette finishes at 22-7. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.